Hey, this is Notser, and this is Untitled. This week we'll be discussing the show match. What was my impressions? I also want to talk about my PC. I've been getting some things. I might share it. I know there's some techies out there that just love that sort of thing. I do. So hopefully you enjoy it. And finally, I want to talk about the up-and-coming possibility of the Halloween event. Are they going to be doing Phantom Fortress again? Plus, we'll talk about ranked play and how it's going for me. So, how did it go? How did the show match go, Notser? Well, it went okay. Immediately joined a communication channel, bunch of people in it, and they are discussing, not as nice as I would prefer, whether to split up or stay in the same comms. And I just knew, I knew the event was going to, well, it wasn't going to be as friendly as I would have hoped. And that's unfortunate. There were some really fun moments. Shimakaze, Smith, the Bismarck, and a couple others. But for the most part, it was, you could cut the tension with a knife. I mean, I could really feel that there were two styles clashing. One super serious, the other super casual, and I am somewhere in between. I don't really align with either one of those styles, okay? I do a little bit of research, but I'm not willing to do whatever it takes to win as far as playstyle. I just can't play 20 minutes of a passive game. I will rip my eyes out because that is so boring. I could not possibly do that. But I don't want to just run in and die. I don't want to do that and say that, oh no, it's fun, it's fun, it's fine. So yeah, I'm somewhere in between. I was pretty quiet for the entire thing. I just, honestly, I did not know anyone. There were a lot of people in the chat. I was allowing them to do their own things. I wanted to be as respectful as I possibly could. There were inappropriate things said that just shouldn't have been a part of the event. And that's the way it works out, right? But I liked that Ship Comrade got the attention he deserved. I think if you want to support him, you should. I believe he has it set up on shipcomrade.com to support his father through this issue. But it was great to have everyone together. I really, really, really enjoyed all of the Torpedo games because I love the Destroyer game and it was fantastic. I would hope that we would do this more often and it would be more experimental, more ridiculous scenarios, right? You're never going to have this many torpedoes. You're never going to have that many aircraft carriers or battleships or destroyers. And maybe you say you are not allowed to be stationary in a battleship or use smoke in a destroyer or use your cruiser to engage without using AP. Something like that, you know, just something outlandish where we could test whether this change will actually make any bit of difference. So the event was okay. I wish it was better. I'm thankful that it wasn't worse. Okay? Now, PC. How was the PC? Well, the PC is great. I think I definitely noticed that I have more time to do things for you. I've been setting up networking between the two PCs because I do transfer a lot of data between them. It's important, obviously. I was tweaking the streaming resolution. It is now 1600 by 900, which for anyone who doesn't know, that's 16 by 9. How did you come up with that number? Well, you take the zeros off. 16 by 9 is the standard aspect ratio of most televisions, monitors, that sort of thing. So it's a little bit higher than 720p and a little bit lower than 1080p. It's right in between. 180 pixels plus or minus, basically, is the difference. And we are right at the peak of our CPU. Hopefully it's a little bit easier to read. Hopefully it looks good. I've been using that the last 2 streams, I believe, and I couldn't be happier with it. I did have to do a lot of tweaks. Initially, what I was doing is I was just watching my capture card as it would send the data back to the PC monitor, and I would play through that, and it could only do 1080p 60 Hz. Okay, well, my monitor is rated at 1440p 144 Hz, or 165 if I were to overclock it, and you don't really want to give that up. It's a good monitor. It's an IPS monitor. It has great picture, great color quality, and that's important. So I tweaked it around, I cloned the display, so now I am looking at 1440p 144 Hz while recording at 1080p 60 Hz with the capture card. It's perfect. Honestly, it's perfect. But I'm never satisfied. I have ordered a quad monitor stand. Yes, 4 monitors. If I told you back in 1995 that you would have 4 monitors on your desk and a giant television within 1 foot of the desk, I would say you're crazy. You are crazy, because we had the CRTs and they were, 60, 80 pounds. I know they weren't that bad, but they were ridiculously large. And that's going to come in a couple days. Why get a quad monitor, Notser? Well, I play the game on my main gaming monitor. I have a second monitor just to the left that is dedicated to previewing the stream. And right now I'm using it to look at the chat. So I have to do a big turn, a big left turn to check out the chat. I mean, it is not, I basically am cutting off my vision of the screen, my main gaming screen when I do that turn. It's just at an angle where it's not convenient. We're going to be putting a monitor above the gaming. Now, anyone who knows Co-Carnage basically has his chat on a monitor above. It's very obvious because he looks up. And yeah, it's going to be a solution so I can read the chat, and there's a lot of wasted real estate. I was looking all this up, and I just min-max everything. Your monitor, you want your monitor to have a... You want it sort of the top of the monitor be aligned with your eyebrows or a little bit above or below that. So you're sort of looking down to not too much, but you want to protect your back so you're not like crazy in a position where you're angled backwards or forwards. You want to have a healthy straight back, and that's the way you should have your monitor set up. Well, there's a lot of real estate above that which could easily be filled with chat, and that's what I'm going to do. So I also need the desk space because I'm creating some emotes with Illustrator. And Illustrator is basically a vector-based Photoshop program. It's made by Adobe, and it will smooth out edges and make it look nice and clean, cartoony, crisp, none of this wiggle. They will do a computer simulation for a nice, clean line. And I need a tablet. Not like the tablet, not an iPad, not a Surface tablet, but a drawing tablet. And I just don't have the real estate. Everything is chocked full of stuff on my desk. So I want to get rid of some of these stands that are holding up these monitors and get them away and out of the way. And I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to look great. Once I have it all set up, I will absolutely share with you this impressive view that I see. It's like I'm a villain or something with all these monitors. I could just peer into every single situation that might be going on, Not really. Sort of like Batman 2. He's not a villain. Well, you could have seen you kind of using it for evil, spying on a bunch of Gothamites. Is it Gothamites? Gothamonians? I don't know. Either way, the PC, we should have a lot of quality coming out, and hopefully you enjoy it. If you have any questions, I would be happy to share it. I am interested in making some informative videos or articles or whatever discussing what I did, so if you have the same issue, you can look it up. Now, ranked play. How has ranked play been going for you? It's been going great. I have not lost a star. Now, I'm not into the top 5, but just spamming the destroyer has netted me a ton of wins, a ton of credits, and a ton of fun. I love the destroyer gameplay. It is so easy to carry for me because I just understand what you need to do. isolate the enemy destroyers, take them out, avoid taking damage from his friendlies, and maintain objective control. Pretty straightforward, right? Well, easier said than done. You need to land your shots, predict your torpedoes, but I'm having a lot of fun with rank right now. It might change in a day, but right now, it's great. Now, Halloween's coming. Are they going to be doing Phantom Fortress? Well, I didn't really get a yes or no out of the Wargaming guys, but I'm hoping that they do something, because Halloween events are always fun. World of Warcraft does a great job with their Halloween events. Overwatch is doing something. Team Fortress, I'm not sure if Counter-Strike does, but I love Halloween events because it's Halloween. Halloween's a really fun holiday for an American. Outside of the candy, you get to go to parties, dress up as stuff, hang out with friends, do all that stuff, watch scary movies. I know my dad loves scary movies, so he just sits there and he's like, yes, I can watch 20 or 30 scary movies and not feel bad at all. Because he has to make sure the candy goes out to the little children, you know, that sort of thing. British cruisers and Japanese destroyers. Well, community contributors can't play them. Super testers are playing them. I have heard that the British cruisers still need more changes. They just aren't there yet. So I would expect them to be delayed again to November. I can't confirm this. I just have that gut feeling. As far as the Japanese destroyers, I think they're coming for the October patch. Not a lot's changing, and I would be just fine with them coming in separate patches. That's a lot of content for me. I hope this was interesting. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.